soalan 6A, soalan dia limit x to positive infinity 1 over 1 minus x. So we just simply substitute the positive infinity into the equation, and then we got 1 over 1 minus infinity, which is equals to 0.
For 6B, the question wants us to find limit x approach negative infinity for x squared plus 4 over x plus 2. So for polynomial, the first step is to divide every single term with the greatest degree of the denominator, so which is x. So we divide every term with x, and then we simplify and got limit x approach negative infinity x plus 4 over x over 1 plus 2 over x. So we substitute the negative infinity into this equation, and we get negative infinity plus 0, because anything divided by infinity will get 0, and over 1 plus 0, so which is also equals to negative infinity.
For 6C, question given is limit x approaches to plus positive infinity x minus 2 over x squared plus 2x plus 1. So first step is we divide the equation with the highest power of denominator, which is x squared. So we simplify, and then we get limit x approaches to positive infinity 1 over x minus 2 over x squared over 1 plus 2 over x squared plus 1 over x squared. And then we substitute the infinity into x, and then we get 0 minus 0 over 1 plus 0 plus 0 equal to 0.
So for question 6D, dia cakap lim x approximate to negative infinity square root 5x squared minus 2 over x plus 3. So because of the negative infinity, okay, kita pergi ke sini, negative infinity, and dia berjumpa dengan square root x squared. So kita kena letak negative sign kat depan dia. So sebab tu saya letak negative sign depan ni. And then bila kita untuk yang square root punya case, kita kena bahagi dengan dia punya x yang kuasa the greatest power. Sebab tu saya bahagi dengan x squared, and then kita akan dapat 5 tolak dengan 2 per x squared. Untuk bawah ni pula, kita kena bahagi dengan x yang the greatest power. So untuk yang bawah ni, dia punya greatest power is power 1, and then saya bahagi, saya akan dapat x over x equals to 1 and plus 3 over x. So kita substitute negative infinity into the x, and then apa-apa yang per dengan infinity, kita akan dapat 0. So kita akan dapat negative square root 5 minus 0 over dengan 1 plus 0, and then final answer kita akan dapat negative 5.
Okay, so untuk soalan 6E, beri equation lim x equals to positive infinities and 8x plus 1 over square root x square minus 9. So ni ada square root bawah ni, so kita kena bagikan dengan denominator yang paling kuat sama dengan atas ni, sebab dia square root, so kita kena asingkan ini over x bagi x, ini bagi dengan x square. Lepas tu kita substitute x dengan infinity, so akan dapat 8 plus 0 square root 1 minus 0. Lepas tu square root 1 equals to 1, dia akan jadi 8 over 1, final answer become 8.
6F, ni soalan dia. So bila dah ada set, so kita kena darab dengan conjugate dia. So kita darab dengan ni, lepas tu yang ni darab dengan atas, tinggal yang ni. Lepas tu kita tengok x squared, negative x squared kita boleh cancel. So x tambah 1 tinggal. Lepas tu kita tengok, lepas tu yang kan dia negative infinity, so depan set ni kena ada negatif. Lepas tu kita tengok kuasa terbesar dekat set x squared. Lepas tu kita bahagikan dengan semua ni dalam set ni x squared. Lepas tu luar pada set kita kena x je. Bayangkan macam x squared dengan set potong-potong tinggal x. So luar set kena x. Lepas tu baru kita selesai kecilkan satu. So yang ni satu. So ni. Lepas tu baru kita substitute dia 1 tolak kosong sebab negatif infinity. Lepas tu yang ni negatif, saya ada balik 1. Yang ni negatif infinity. so negative 0. Yang ni negative infinity square, so positive 0. Lepas tu ni negative 1. Lepas tu set 1, 1, so negative 1, negative 1, negative 2. Atas 1, so negative 1/2.
Today the question asks limit x to p, and then given set p minus set x over px minus x2 equal to 1/2 set 10. So as we know, this is set, so we conjugate first. We will get limit x to p equal to set p minus set x times set p plus set x over px minus x square times set p plus set x. So as we all know, after we time all this, we will get p minus x over x, p minus x times set p plus set x. So this is the same, so we can cancel out. We get 1 over x set p plus set x. Since we didn't sub yet, we need to write this one, and then after we get all this, we sub x with p, so we get 1 over p times set p plus set p equal to 1/2 set 10. So set p plus set p will equal to 2 set p. So we can just write into that this, and then since this we time it, we get 1/2p times set p will equal to 1/2 set 10. So we cross over, we get 2p set p will equal to 2 set 10. We can cancel out 2 since it is the same on both sides. So and then we both sides we square, we get p square times p will equal to 10. So p cube equal to 10. So p will equal to cube set 10.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum. For the question 8, it give fx equal to x cube minus 1 and over x minus 1. So kita factorize dia dulu guna long division ataupun method ni. So untuk bila kita factorize dia, kita akan dapat x square plus s plus 1. So the question asks for limit x approaching 1 fx minus limit x approaching 0 fx. So for limit x approaching 0, we can just substitute the value of 0 into the equation and we get 1. For the limit x approaching 1 fx, if we substitute the value of 1, we get 0/0 lah. So we need to factorize and we get x square plus x plus 1. So baru kita substitute value 1 ni, and if we substitute value 1, kita akan dapat 3. So kita tolak dengan 1 tadi ni, and kita akan dapat 2. Thank you.
For question number 9, given fx is equals to 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 over x squared plus 3x. So the question wants us to find limit x approaching negative 3 minus limit x approaching positive infinity. So first we do limit x approaching negative 3 first. So when we directly sub the negative 3, we will get 0/0, which is indeterminate form. So now to solve this, we need to factorize. So when we factorize, we can cancel the x plus 3 and left 2x minus 1 over x. So now we can sub the negative 3, we get 7/3. So the second one, limit x approaching positive infinity. When we directly sub, we will get infinity over infinity. So which is also the indeterminate form. Now we need to divide the numerator and denominator with the highest degree of x in the denominator, which is x squared. So when we divide, we get 2 plus 5 over x minus 3 over x squared over 1 plus 3 over x. So now we can sub the positive infinity into this. So we know that any value over infinity is too small, so we just write 0. So 2 plus 0 minus 0 over 1 plus 0 is equals to 2. So when limit x approaching negative 3 minus limit x approaching positive infinity, we get 1/3. Thank you.
Question can tell us to determine limit x approaching positive infinity fx over gx plus limit x approaching 2fx. So we can write in this form: limit x approaching positive x equals to x cubed plus 2x plus 1 over 3x squared plus 2x plus 1. So if we directly sub positive infinity into x, we'll get infinity divided by infinity, which is in the intermediate indeterminate form. So we need to divide the highest degree of the denominator. So we will get limit approaching x approaching to positive infinity is x plus 2 over x plus 1 over x squared over 3 plus 2x plus 1 over x squared. So we can sub positive infinity. So we'll get infinity. Then we do limit x approaching to 2fx will equals to 13. So infinity plus 13 will also equals to infinity. Thank you.
For question 11, it gives us that gf is equals to y squared plus 5 if y less than negative 2 and 1 minus 3y if y greater or equal to negative 2. For A, we need to find the limit y approaching to 6. And from here, we can know that 6 is greater than negative 2. So we use the equation gy equals to 1 minus 3y. So we substitute 6 into this equation to find the y approaching to 6 from right and also left. We get the same value, which is negative 7. Thus, limit y approaching to 6 is equals to negative 17. So for B, limit y approaching to negative 2 from right, we need to use the equation y minus 1 minus 3y because from right it touch y equals to negative 2. So we get answer 7. While the limit y approaching to negative 2 from left, we need to use y squared plus 5 as the y minus negative 2 from the left is not touch this. So we substitute the value negative 2 and we get 9. Since the right and the left is not equal, thus the limit of y approaching negative 2 does not exist.